Hey, so today again I kind of woke up late, but as you can see now that I've freshened up and I also have done my morning routine. But just the one part that I went to the terrace and could not recall the part where I paid respect to the sun, although I did pay respect to the sun, and could not do my nature walk. Did my nature walk, but again didn't record it for the same reason that there were people on the terrace, and that's the reason why I don't like waking up late because you get more people on terrace, and then I'm not as confident right now in vlogging that I can record in front of other people. So that's the reason why I didn't record those parts, but I still did those parts. Never mind. It's not really about recording, but about doing those parts, and that's what's really important. So now coming to talking part. So what are we going to talk about today? So I think today we are going to talk about punctuality because that's something that I've been struggling with. That I don't wake up at the time that I want to, and that's probably because I don't sleep on time. That can be the root cause of it. And the other thing is that I don't push myself enough in the morning to get out of bed on time, and you stay in bed, especially in winters when it's cold. You just want to stay in bed for longer, but we can't keep that going. That's not a good thing because everyone does that. Everyone stays in bed for long and they're living mediocre lives. That's basically mediocrity. If you want to live a mediocre life, you got to behave like everyone else. If you want a different life, then you got to behave differently. So that's what I'm looking to do, and that's the only way you can be punctual. That you have set rules for yourself and you follow those rules religiously, no matter what. That's what's really important. So going forward, we're going to try to do more of that. Since yesterday and today was Saturday and Sunday, that probably might have been at the back of my head. For that reason, I might have not woken up at the same time. But that's not something that I want to follow going forward. I don't want to make my days different from maybe weekends different from other days. It all has to be the same. Every day has 24 hours. Like, it's humans who made this distinction that okay, 2 days for break and 5 days for work. Not like that. I think every day has to be the same. That's about it. And today I'm going to again now get to my work, do the work that's there, and then report to you with my reading session just after this. Besides, uh, tomorrow will be Monday, so I will try my best to set my routine on time tomorrow onwards, so that it's pretty much set by the New Year's. By the New Year's, I want to be very much in and set with my routine and very very punctual with it. So right now I'm doing all my routine. That thing is there, but I'm just not punctual with it. I'm just not on time with it. And that's not a good thing, because if you want to do more things, if you want to include more things in your day, then you need to do things on time. Only then you will leave time for other things, right? So that will be the plan going forward. So see you later with my reading session and then the wrap up. Hey, so today we are going to read this blog by Jacob Greenfield, which is called Build a Business, Not an Audience. If you're reading this, I'm pretty sure you've seen the following pattern over and over again. Creative nonfiction pioneer John McPhee distilled decades of experience and first-hand learning in a series of essays. The best of them are now available in the book called Draft Number 4. A savvy entrepreneur repackages that advice in $1,000 cohort-based course. Someone takes the course and summarizes what he read. People on Twitter start creating threads summarizing the student summaries. At some point, the guy who summarized the student summaries will get invited to a podcast to summarize his summary of the student summary. I wish I was kidding. This is a picture perfect example of what's seen planned across the creative world's bullshit industrial complex. But my goal here is not to dunk on anyone. Instead, I want to focus on something far more important. The bullshit complex is just a symptom. What's the underlying cause? First, let me clarify one thing. While I'm convinced that remixed content is largely a waste of time for writers and readers, it's a free world out there. Do whatever makes you happy. If you focus on remixed or curated content, I'll probably not follow you on Twitter or read your blog. But that's no reason why you should care about that. Ultimately, it's your own responsibility to decide how you spend your time and what kind of content you consume. With that out of the way, let's talk about entrepreneurship. In recent years, one of the most common pieces of advice for our aspiring entrepreneurs has become that you should focus on building an audience. Everyone is screaming it from the rooftops. So when I started to get into entrepreneurship a few months ago, that's exactly what I did. I spent a lot of time researching what kind of tweets get attention and set the goal for myself to post at least 2 tweets per week and 2 blog posts per month. After all, churning out content regularly is key if you want to build an audience, right? If you need any evidence how serious I was about the whole building an audience thing, here it is. I curated what to tweet tool because I was struggling to stick to my Twitter routine. Looking back at it now, I think I largely wasted my time, and most importantly, I see so many people falling into the exact same trap. Their goal is to become entrepreneurs, but instead of building products, they create content, or even worse, they do research and take courses on how to create content. But this doesn't bring them 1 inch closer to their goal. It's just a form of procrastination. While charging money for something you created is scary, there is almost zero risk in putting out free content. And if you're just remixing other people's content, the intellectual risk is effectively zero. After all, you can always reply, hey, don't shoot the messenger. The trap is particularly dangerous because it feels like you're making progress while you're actually not. Aspiring entrepreneurs are not just wasting a lot of time, but also lots of money this way. They spend thousands of dollars on courses that teach them how to remix other people's content more effectively. They buy the latest hyped up courses that teach them how to craft more effective tweets, blog posts, and YouTube videos. But don't get me wrong, having an audience is awesome, and I love great content. But what I'm saying is that too many beginners have their priorities backwards and fall into the build an audience trap. An exemplary plan looks as follows. I don't know what product I should create, so I'm planning to create articles or carousels on LinkedIn to find my voice and build an audience. That's almost verbatim a paragraph from an email I received 2 days ago. You can certainly get a lot of followers by churning out remix content and feel good platitudes, but everyone seems to forget that not all audiences are alike. Let's say you have 2,000 followers that you got by posting feel good platitudes, whereas I got only 2 followers called Elon Musk and Paul Graham. Would you swap accounts? With feel good platitudes and remix content, you will only attract fellow beginners. Everyone else recognizes the content immediately for what it is. Hence, the primary value of your much larger audience is that you're able to sell how to grow your Twitter following Gumroad code for $47. A high quality audience is an endless source of opportunities. A low quality one is most of a Ponzi scheme. So I'm going to stop reading here because there's a time limit on this, but you get the point and I get the point as well because I'm a content creator myself, but my goal is to be an entrepreneur. So I should actually be focusing on entrepreneurship and building a product than creating content. And that is how I structure my day as well. My priority is always on making something or working on the real things, and creating content is actually the last part of my day. So I've got my priorities right. I know that building a product and selling that and making money out of that is much more important and much more meaningful than creating content. Creating content is easy, it's much less riskier, but creating a product is much more riskier. It's much more crazy and much more fun as a result. So if you're someone who wants to be an entrepreneur, definitely focus on being a person who owns a company, builds and owns a company, sells products, and not just a creator of content. Content is easy, products is hard, building a business is hard. Do that. Bye. Hey, so now we are towards the end of the day, and I've pretty much done all I needed to do today. And we even went out today to have our dinner outside and some Golgappas. That went well, although I didn't record that on the vlog because you know that I'm very new to this, and vlogging in a public place is a whole new thing. I will start doing that as I get more confident and as I get more tools of vlogging. I don't even have all the, you know, apparatus that you hold the camera and stuff of that kind. I don't have that yet, but I'll start doing that as I get more confident. One, that's the most important thing. And two, as I buy more instruments of vlogging and stuff. Right now it's just a way for me to track my productivity and track my day and give people more insight into what I do in my entire day. So that's what it is now, but over time, as I've promised, I'll give you more insight. Okay, so this was the vlog for today. I enjoyed the day pretty much, as it was Sunday, everyone was home and we went out, so it was pretty cool. Besides, on the work front also, I managed to pull some work out, and that was good. Okay, so that's the vlog for today. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow with another vlog. Bye.